What is up, YouTube? It is Zar-Kombat. We're back at it, man. It is the UFC 321 live stream card review, and it is part 2. We did it. I think it was on Thursday. We did the part 1 on Thursday. Unfortunately, I wasn't at a good place. There was no good lighting. I was outside. It was cold. We had to go through the card fast, and I wasn't able to talk to a bunch of you guys. And yeah, man, I wasn't really happy with that stream, but I had to go live because I just had to be consistent. But I wasn't happy with the quality of the last live stream. We're back at it, man. We've got lighting. We've got proper connection, proper internet connection. We're back. It is the UFC 321 live stream card review. We're breaking down the card. We're breaking down the prelims. We're breaking down the main card. I'm gonna be telling you who's on the card, who's not, who might win, and how they might win. Yeah, man, it's sure to be a fun one. And again, chat, do not um, do not forget to subscribe, man. Please do not forget to subscribe. We gotta get those subscribers up, man. We gotta get them up. But again, chat, UFC 321, October 25th. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. It's a big matchup. A big matchup in the heavyweight division. It is the first title fight in the division since John Jones has officially retired or vacated officially. Because I'm still not sure whether he's retired or not. But yeah, man, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. It's going down October 25th. UFC Abu Dhabi, UFC 321. It's a big card, man. It is a big card. There's a lot of names on the card as well. We've got Umar Nurmagomedov. He's also back. Mario Batista. I know he's not a fan favorite, but he's also back. Who else? We've got the Chris Barnett. Chris Barnett is back. Can't wait to see him back in action. He hasn't been back since he's been gone for a very long time. So cannot wait to see Chris Barnett. There's a lot of big names on the card. UFC 321 is actually a stacked card, man. I mean, you've got Alexander Volkov on the card. You've got Charlton Almeida on the card. So it's a big card, man. Before I move on, yeah, let's read the chats. Got Mikey Anderson saying hello. Yeah, bro, you are the first person. Shout out to Mikey Anderson. Is the first person on the chat. Shout out to you, Mikey. Shout out to you. We've got Nick Gaming 43 saying hi. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Nick. And again, guys, do not be afraid to comment below. I'm here to vibe with you guys, man. We are discussing UFC 321. It's a big fight night. It's a big card in Abu Dhabi. And again, guys, do make sure you do subscribe to the channel, support the boy. Let's get my subscribers up. And yeah, UFC 321, UFC 321. We're breaking down the main card. We're breaking down the prelims. It's a massive card. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. It's the first fight in the middleweight in the heavyweight division. It's the first fight since John Jones has vacated. That's gonna be for the heavyweight belts. So that's a nice one. Yo, there's a lot of people in the chat right now. We've got VXRA saying hi. We've got Zanukuhle Sibande. Yo, wasekhaya. Unjani? There's a lot of people in the chat, man. So yeah, guys, it is the UFC 321 card review. We're breaking down the main card. We're breaking down the prelims. It's a fantastic card, man. I cannot wait. It's October 25th. It's going down in Abu Dhabi. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane for the heavyweight belts. It's a big card. And again, chats, do make sure you do subscribe. Let me read your comments before I begin. Got Zando Guhle saying hi. Hey. Zando Guhle in the chat. Again, guys, I am South African. For those of you who have never been on the stream before, South African from Durban. So Zando Guhle is a South African as well. So shout out to them. Mikey Anderson with an inspirational comments. The comments that I love to hear. He says, "One day you will be a big streamer. Trust me, my guy. It's destined to happen. It has to happen. It will happen. I've seen it here. Um, so the only thing that's left is for me to make it happen here. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Thank you for the kind words. It will happen. It has happened in here. It's bound to happen in here. I will manifest it. And to you too as well, man, Mikey. Whatever you're doing with your life, your dreams and whatever you would like to become. Hopefully you work hard as well and you get to where you want to be in life. So shout out to Mikey Anderson, man. Mikey Anderson, first person in the chats, first nice comments in the chats. I mean, look at you. Shout out to Mikey, man. Shout out to you, Mikey. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Mikey Anderson. He's also saying as long as you put enough time into it. Yeah, man. We're out here, man. We're streaming 4 or 5 hours a day. And again, chat. I will be live later today for UFC Paris. I think for those of you that are in South Africa that are watching the chat, it's around 8 p.m. And around the world, I'm not really sure about the time zone, but I will be live again later today. We'll be live streaming UFC Paris today. So I think we're gonna go for like 6 hours straight. So yeah, man, everyone is invited, man. If you want to join the chat, you want to join the stream, I will be here later today as well to watch the UFC Paris with you guys. Um, got Andy Kendricks. Hey, whoosh! Ease it up. Uh Mikey Anderson saying it's my time is 5 a.m. Where you from? Where you from, Mikey? So I don't know if I can join the stream. Nah, you can't, bruh. You can. You can. I mean, if you want to watch it live, if it's not on TV, then actually I don't even know any places to watch the UFC anymore if it's not on TV because the perfect place to watch it before was it was Stream East, but then it got cancelled. Turned out that Stream East it was run by a couple of guys in Egypt and the UFC, NFL, like all these live sports events or like NFL, NBA, because you could watch anything you wanted to watch for free on Stream East and yeah, man, the UFC paid big money for that the stream to come down. Yeah, it was a couple of guys from Egypt. That was crazy. I woke up to the news yesterday that Stream East is no more. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, I don't know where else to watch the UFC. But if you're not gonna watch it on TV, bro, I really don't know where else. But again, chat. For those of you that just joined the stream, we are doing the UFC 325 live stream. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. It is the first title fight in the UFC since John Jones has vacated the belt. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. I was hoping to see Tom Aspinall versus John Jones one day. That was, for me, the fights that I wanted to see this year was Tom Aspinall versus Cyril versus John Jones, Ilya Topuria versus Islam Makachev, and DDP versus Khamzat. DDP versus Khamzat, one of the worst fights I've ever seen. That fight broke my heart. I cannot believe it was so boring. Ilya Topuria versus Islam Makachev can still happen under the right circumstances. Both guys win their fights. It could still happen. Who knows? It could still happen. And then John Jones versus Tom Aspinall will never happen. John Jones is a dog. He ran away from Tom. He was talking big, saying he wants the UFC to give him a lot of money. They offered him the money he wanted, but then still decided to duck away. I don't understand, bro. I do not understand. But yeah, man. I mean, actually, I do understand. If I was John Jones and I'm called the greatest of all time, and I've got this legacy, um, I wouldn't want to fight Tom Aspinall as well. I mean, he's like the best guy in the heavyweight division right now. So I understand why he didn't take that fight. But I really did wanted to see Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. But Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane is still it's still a big fight, man. It's still a big fight, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I'll try and read a few comments for you guys before Yo, Mikey, you leaving? I mean, listen, Mikey, thank you for the positive comments. Listen, Mikey was on the chat. He was the first one to comment below, and he left a beautiful message in the chat. So, Mikey, man, shout out. And I will be live later again for UFC Paris. So I hope to see you there as well. And I'm gonna check you out, man. I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check out your channel. And thank you for the positive comment, man. So shout out to Mikey Anderson, man. Mikey Anderson, you're the man. You're the man. Shout out to you. Red or Blue Challenge saying subscribe. Hopefully you did. Um, let's see. Mikey saying until then, see you. I'll see you, Mikey. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Um, trying to check a few comments that I may have missed before we move on to the UFC 321 breakdown. Okay, I think I've read most of the comments. UFC 321 guys, again, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. It's a big one. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world, the most prestigious belt in combat sports history. Is on the line. October 25th. It's a big one, man. I'm gonna start with the prelims, and I'll go over onto the main card. But before we do start, I'm gonna tell you a couple big names that are on the card. It's a massive, massive card, man. I mean, I cannot wait for this one. Obviously, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. We've got Mackenzie Dern versus Jandiroba for the belts. Zhang Wei Li is going up a division, so she vacated the belts. It's up for grabs at UFC 221. Alexander Volkov, Jalton Almeida, Alexander Rakic is on the card as well. Umar Magomedov, Mario Batista is on the card. It's a big one. Ikram Alaskerov is back. The guy that gave Khamzat Chimaev his hardest fight is back at UFC 321. Again, Chris Barnett. Cannot wait to see him back. I mean, he's by far my favorite heavyweights in the world. One of the one of the most exciting fighters you can watch. Cannot wait to see him back. Yeah, man, it's a massive card. It's a massive card. There's only been 11 fights announced for UFC 321. I think we're three fights. I think there's three more fights to be announced, and then the entire card is sealed because we haven't got the early prelims yet for UFC 321. But either way, man. I mean, the card is pretty much done. It's pretty much done. It's one of the best cards I've ever seen. The first fight of the night is a fight in the women's strawweight division. It's Jacqueline from Brazil versus Mizuki. It's in the strawweight division. I mean, the strawweight belts is on the line on that day. So it's good. It's a good opportunity for both females to try and really get the champ's attention. But for this fight, I'm gonna lean towards Mizuki. I think she's got the better grappling. I definitely think she's got the better striking. So I think she gets the job done. And then in the next fight, we've got Azat Maksam versus Mitch Rapuso. That's a fight in the flyweight division. It's a banger fight, man. And we've got to remember, Azat Maksam is a training partner of Shavkat Rakhmonov. Shavkat Rakhmonov, top five welterweights in the world. I think he's fighting Sean Brady next at UFC Qatar. We're gonna see. Wait to see what happens. But yeah, man. Azat Maxam trains with Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's facing Mitch Raposo at UFC 321. So for this one, man, I'm gonna have to go with Azat Raksam. I mean, I cannot pick against the guy that trains with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Definitely picking Hazard Maxam for that fight. It should be a fun one in the flyweight division. And before I continue, Mikey Anderson is back in the chat. He said he was going to sleep like 5 minutes ago, but he's back. I guess he couldn't leave me alone. I mean, there was no one on the live stream, so he had to come back. Shout out to Mikey, man, with the positivity saying, everyone who is watching, like, subscribe, and share this to your friends. Shout out to Mikey, man. Listen to Mikey Anderson. Everyone out there watching this right now, listen to Mikey Anderson. That's a smart man. That's a smart man. He's comment. This is his comments. This is not me. This is Mikey Anderson's comments. He's in the chat. Everyone who is watching, like, subscribe, and share this to your friends. I mean, shout out to Mikey Anderson, bro. Shout out to Mikey. Listen to Mikey Anderson. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. Mikey, shout out to you, man. I love you, my brother. Thank you so much for the support, man. I mean, thank you for the support. We've got I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Ismail Youssef saying hi. Hi. Youssef in the chat. Youssef, are you from South Africa? I think that's I mean, I'm from Durban in South Africa, so I know that's an Indian surname. So are you from Durban, South Africa? I've heard that surname before. Youssef. I actually had a teacher who was Mr. Youssef back in the day. Way back in the day. Um Black Freezer PJ namngikhona malume salute lapho njayam salute. Mike is saying look at the chat count, look at the stream counts. Yeah, man, I mean it's going up, going down. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I never really have this much people in the chat, but yeah. Shout out Black Freezer, shout out Black Freezer in the chats. My South African brother. Jayam, Yabong. And again, chats, for those of you that just joined the live stream, we're doing the UFC 325 main card prelim breakdown. It's a big fight night in Abu Dhabi, October 25th. I'm gonna be doing my predictions. I'm gonna be telling you who's winning and who's not, how they might win, and if you're a gambling person, who you should lean towards to. I mean, I like doing it from time to time. So I'm gonna be giving you what I think and how I think the fight is gonna go down. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. That's the main card. That's the main event. Um, cannot wait, man. Cannot wait. Cannot wait, boys. Cannot wait. And again, chat. For those of you that just joined the stream, do make sure you subscribe. I gotta get my subscribers up, man. You gotta help me get my subscribers up. Shout out to Black Freezer, my South African brother. Let me sub, homie. Go ahead and sub, bruh. Hit the sub, bro. Hit the sub, bro. Do it. Do it. Do it. That's my South African brother. Ngiyabonga njayam. Ngiyabonga baf. Thank you. So yeah, chats. I mean, the last fights we were on was a fight in the flyweight division. It was Azmat versus Max Azmat. These European names are very hard to pronounce. Azmat Maxam versus Pitch Raposo. That's the fights in the flyweight division. I did pick Azmat Maxam in that one just because he trains with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Shavkat Rakhmonov, a top 5 welterweight in the world right now. I think he's about to fight Sean Brady in UFC Qatar, so we should be hitting some fight news from him. But I cannot wait, man. I cannot bet against the guy that trains with Shavkat Rakhmonov. So I'm gonna have to pick him in that fight. And before I move on, let's read a couple comments. Mikey Anderson back again with the positivity. You know what they say, every achievement is one step closer to success. What a quote. Shout out to Mikey Anderson, man. I mean, I don't know, like Mikey Anderson, I don't know if you're just a positive person or it's the energy, it's the vibes. But yeah, man, I mean, he was the first person in the chats Drop some beautiful positive comments. And again, man, and he's not even benefiting from this at all. This is the first. I think it's the first time he's been on my chat. We do not know each other in live person, but yeah, man, supporting a brother that's working. And listen, man, shout out to Mikey, man. Shout out to Mikey. All the best to you too as well. Black Freezer, the South African homie, saying, since I'm not a what MOD, I'm not sure what MOD. I'm leaving. See you around. Shout out to Black Freezer, Jam and Bonga Code. Thank you for the support for the sub. Shout out to Black Freezer, man. Shout out to Black Freezer. And I'll see you again. I will be live later again today for UFC Paris. So you guys obviously are welcome to come and join. I mean, we can chat it up again. We'll be doing a 6 hour straight live stream. I think it's for those of you in South Africa, it's around. I think we'll go live at around 7 p.m. Um, we'll go live at around 7 p.m. And from there onwards, 6 hours straight. UFC Paris, Kalio Pahalio versus Nazardine Imavov. It will be live later today. So yeah, hope to see each and every one of you guys, man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Black Freezer was saying moderator. Oh, okay. But yeah, man, if you're leaving, shout out for the subscribe for the subscribe. Hey, my English is going away now. Again, guys, I am South African, so don't hear my accents and think that I'm like American or something. I get that a lot in the chat saying, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from South Africa," but you speak English so well. It's like, nah, I don't know. I just, grew up listening to people like Kanye West and all those rappers. So I guess that I just kind of gained the accents, I guess. But yeah, from time to time, my English is gonna crack. I am Zulu, proudly Zulu, Mfowambeje. So yeah. Mistakes are bound to happen. Black Freezer in the chat saying I'm watching Nigeria at that time. What? Watching Nigeria? Are you from? What I wanna with you? Awunokwazi ukuthi owasa Nigeria. Mhlawumbe mina engihlule ukuyifunda kahle i-comment yakho. Awuphela uthe walana nje, ade ukhuluma isiZulu lapha ezweni. Um, yeah, chats. I mean, yeah, we're still breaking down the UFC 321 prelims. It's a beautiful main card. We've got and then we've got the heavyweights are back at it, man. It's a fight between Hamdi. Some of these names are gonna be hard to pronounce, so please bear with me. Hamdi Abdelwab versus Chris Barnett. It's a fight in the heavyweight division. Hamdi fighting all the way from Egypt. It's his UFC debut. Chris Barnett, he's a fan favorite. I mean, if you really watch the UFC, you know who Chris Barnett is. We haven't seen him in a long time. I think the last time we saw him was back at UFC 308 at UFC Abu Dhabi, the last UFC Abu Dhabi last year for Ilya Taporia versus Max Holloway. I think he got injured and we haven't seen him back since then. But he's clear. He's clear to fight, and I think he's gonna be back. I think he's back hungrier. I think he's back with a bit more motivation, and I've got him winning definitely on the feet. I'm gonna have to say a spinning wheel kick, man. I mean, those are his favorites. And you can never count out Chris Barnett, one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. Very athletic, and I cannot wait to see him back. I've got him winning that fight. Definitely got him winning that fight. And then for the headliner in the prelims, it is a fight in the middleweight division. Inkram Alaskerov versus John Young Park. Obviously, Inkram Alaskerov fighting all the way from Russia. John Young Park from South Korea. And again, guys, we've got to remember, Inkram Alaskerov is the only guy to give Khamzat Chimaev the hardest fights of his career. I mean, Inkram Alaskerov, yeah, Yeah, he's got very good wrestling. He was a multi champion outside of the UFC. Um, I mean, he beats guys like Paulo Costa. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the division right now. So I cannot wait to see him back. He's fighting Jun Young Park. We haven't seen Jun Young Park in a while, man. I think the last time we saw him, he KO'd someone in the Apex. I think it was a big fight though, but I can't remember. He's been out for a very long time, so it's good to see that he has a fight coming up. I'm excited to see him fight. Enkram Aleskero versus Jun Young Park is one of the best fights for me on the card. Definitely happy that he's on the card. But for this one, man, I'm gonna have to go with Enkram Aleskero. Definitely leaning towards him. I think he's got the experience. He said he's faced higher level competition or better competition than Jung Young Park. So I'm gonna have to pick Enkram Alaskerov on that fight. It's a big one in the middleweight division. Before we move on, let's read the chat. Mikey saying he's from the USA. Oh, you from the USA? You from the USA? Okay. Mike is saying I need to sleep or my wife is not gonna be happy. I mean, listen, bro. I don't wanna be the reason why you and your wife fights. So man, I mean, I understand. I understand. I mean, it's literally like it's like look, check outside. It's like it's bright. It's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. right now in South Africa. So it's morning time. I think around where you from in the states? Because I know in the States, you guys have different time zones, which is crazy to me. I mean, here in SA, like the whole country has the same time zone. So I know in America there's different time zones. We've got Snappy Paradise saying Kamaru Usman will be champion again. It could happen, man. I mean, it could happen. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Snappy. I mean, Kamaru Usman does not have any knees. He's got one of the worst knees in the UFC. I saw a video of him at his live events. So he was walking down the stage and he almost tripped. I don't know how you can almost trip, but you see the stairs. I mean, Kamaru is an absolute legend. I don't want to be dissing him. I mean, he's an absolute legend. Yeah, one of the best KOs ever against Jorge Masvidal. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I do not see it happening. To be honest with you, man, Jack De La Maddalena, JDM. I don't see anyone beating him at welterweight. No one's taking the belt from him. Islam Makachev will lose to JDM. So I don't see Kamaru getting the belt back. Hamzat's toughest fight was Kamaru. I mean, in the UFC, yes. In the UFC, yes. But in his career, it was Inkram Alaskerov outside the UFC. Inkram Alaskerov, also a fighter in the UFC. He's fighting at UFC 321. He's fighting Jung Young Park in the headliner for the prelims. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say Kamaru did give him his toughest fights, but it was on short notice. I mean, there's excuses, yeah. Well, there's a lot of excuses, short notice, no preparation. You know what I mean? But yeah, he definitely did have a good performance in that fight. But I still don't see Kamaru getting the belt back. I don't see anyone beating Khamzat. I mean, to be honest, man, again, guys, I am South African, so I'm a big Dracus Duplessis fan. I was hoping that Dracus's grappling was at least gonna give Hamza Chimaev a tough time on the ground. But that wasn't the case. So now that Dracus is not gonna beat him, I mean, I definitely think Nazardini Imavov has what it takes. I'm not saying he can, but I am saying is the closest. I mean, the boxing, the wrestling of Nazardine Imavov. I mean, something we have to remember about Nazardine Imavov. He's also Dagestani. I know he's in Paris, he trains in Paris, but he was raised, born in Russia, in Dagestan, or like that country where Khabib is from, Islam Makhachev, all those guys. He's from that same country. So I believe that Imavov has the best chance at beating Khamzat than anyone else in the division. Khalil Pahalio, no chance. Anthony Hernandez, no chance. Renier Tereda, maybe because of the his jiu-jitsu, but again, I think Imavov has the best chance. I still can't believe Hamza beats Draker so easily like that. It was the easiest fight of his career. I mean, that was insane, man. That was insane. I think all of us were hoping that it was gonna be, a bloody fight. They were gonna stand up. They were really gonna, oh, they were gonna fight on the feet, and then we were gonna see Hamzat maybe test his wrestling on Dricus. But I don't even think. I mean, it was insane, but I'm not a big fan of that fight. I'm not a big fan of the style of Hamza Chimaev. Just sitting on someone, being in the crucifix position, sitting on them, and not even using your position to like elbow or throw hammer fist or nothing. Like that was insane to me. I do not like that style. I don't want to see that style from Hamzat ever again. If Hamzat does that, he's gonna lose stock. He's gonna lose the fans in the UFC because he talks crazy. He keeps on saying, I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then he goes out there and he just sits on top of the guy for like 25 minutes. I mean, that's not what people are paying to see. You know what I mean? So in Hamza Chimaev's next fight, he has to go out there and really try to get the finish. Otherwise, he's gonna lose fans. He's gonna lose fans fast. Snazzy Paradise saying, I don't think Drickus expected that. Yeah, I also don't think so. I mean, I can speak for Drickus. I am South African, so I can tell you definitely right now the level of wrestling that is done here, the level of wrestling that is done here in South Africa, you cannot compare it to the wrestling done in Dagestan and all those countries, like all those Chechen, Kyrgyzstan, like all those countries abroad. You cannot compare it. I mean, the wrestling we do here, it's not like it's we don't lean on wrestling a lot. I mean, even in the Olympics, you will never see a South African wrestler in the Olympics. Even an African wrestler, even if there is an African wrestler, you'll never see them in like the top three, top five. In the Olympics, it's always Russia, Kyrgyzstan, all those countries that you can't pronounce their names. It's always those guys. So the levels, the levels of wrestling is very, very different. I think Drake is trained hard, but he didn't expect to be outmatched and outclassed like that. I mean, the level that Khamzat is at when it comes to wrestling is above, above, above. Who's fighting Khamzat next? Who's fighting Khamzat next is the winner of today. Today, Nazardin Imavov versus Khalil Pahalio is happening. The winner of that fight is definitely getting Khamzat Chimaev for sure. I hope it's Nazardin Imavov. I think Imavov has the best chance at beating Khamzat Chimaev. Way more than Khalil Pahalio, I believe. Um, Paradise saying Imavov will win easy. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight, but who knows? I do think that Imavov is gonna win. Actually, he might actually win easy because I mean, Khalil Pahalio at UFC 319, he was the backup fighter, so he cut weights 3 weeks ago. He's cut weights yesterday. Cutting weights twice in 1 month is bad. We saw what happened to Tony Ferguson when he cut weights 2 times in 1 month. He lost to Justin Gaethje because of that. I think the same thing is gonna happen to Khalil Pahalio again today. So and again, chat, I will be live for UFC three. No, UFC Paris. I'll be live for UFC Paris. So when I am live, do make sure you check out the stream. Excuse me. Do make sure you check out the stream with me and you come up for the vibes, man. Do make sure you come up for the vibes. Chats, we're doing the UFC 321 main card breakdown. We're doing the prelims as well. We're breaking down the the fights. Um, we already did the prelims, so we are about to go to the main card. But before I do, we've got a comment here from Snazzy Paradise saying, "Did you see that Tony Ferguson boxing match? Finally won after 6 years. Yeah, man. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, I did think that he was gonna win. There was no way our GOAT, the boat, the best of all time. That's what he calls himself. That's what I call him. Was gonna lose to an influencer. No way Tom Aspinall was gonna lose to a guy called Salt Papi. No way Tony Ferguson was gonna lose to a guy called Salt Papi. I mean, what the hell is a Salt Papi? What the hell is a Salt Papi, bro? The only thing I was mad about that fight is that the referee stopped the match before Tony Ferguson could get the knockdown. Before, I mean, bro, like he had him. It was prime Tony Ferguson. I mean, the hands were down. He was throwing strikes. You know what I mean? Nothing coming back, and that that guy was about to fall down, bro. And then the referee decided to save him. I don't know why he did that, but I don't even think it was an early stoppage. I don't think it was an early stoppage, but I mean, I just wanted to see the guy go down. Yeah, well, I mean, Tony was already winning the entire fight, so maybe the ref think that he was gonna take too much damage. But it's boxing, man. Until the guy falls down, I still think it's a fair fight. Until one guy falls down, it's still a fair fight. But yeah, I mean that was nice to see, man. I mean, and he got a belt. He got a belt as well. Tony Ferguson is finally an undisputed champion. Crazy. Oh no, no, he's still not. I think he's some sort of an interim champion, but I don't know. I don't know what that belt is called, but he did get the belt though. I saw him with the belt. I saw him. I saw them give him the belt. So that was nice to see, man. I mean, it's crazy, man. 2025. Tony Ferguson has a win. Kamaru Usman has a win. Alexander Volkanovski is the champion again. Who else? Dominic Reyes is on a win streak. Let's see who else. Who else? It's crazy, man. I mean, all these old guys are winning. Tim Elliott has a win over Kaya Sakura in 2025. Absolutely insane, man. I mean, yeah. The only thing that's left now is for Charles Oliveira to win at UFC Rio. When Charles wins at UFC Rio, then 2025 is the year of the old guys in the UFC. Once Charles wins at UFC Rio, it's complete. It's complete. It is 2019 all over again, and I cannot wait for UFC Rio. But again, chat, we are still doing the UFC 321 main card. We are doing the UFC Abu Dhabi, UFC 321 card review. We're breaking down the card. It's a massive one. Some Aspinall, Cyril Gone. It's going down. October 25th. Go over the prelims one more time for those of you that just joined the chat. First fight of the night, Jacqueline Amorim versus Mizuki. I had Mizuki all the way from Japan winning that fight. And then it's a fight between Azat Maksam versus Mitch Raposo. Azat trains with Shavkat Rakhmonov, who I heard is fighting at UFC Qatar. So I want to see Shavkat back. I heard he's fighting, but his friend is fighting at UFC 321. He's fighting Mitch Raposo, Azat Maksam. I've got him winning that fight. And then the best fighter in the heavyweight division, Chris Barnett, is back. If you're a casual, you do not know who he is, you don't watch the UFC, Chris Barnett, the best heavyweight in the world, is back. He's fighting another guy who's debuting in the UFC, Hamdi Abdewal. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Cannot wait for that one. I've got Chris Barnett winning that fight. And then it's a nice one in the middleweight division. Inkram Alaskerov versus Jun Young Park. That's a fight in the middleweight division. I've got Inkram Alaskerov winning that fight. I mean, Ikram Aleskerov, the only guy to give Khamzat Chimaev the hardest fights of his life. Before I go on to the main card, let's read a few comments on the chat. Snazzy Paradise saying Elia Abturo is on his way to becoming the greatest of all time. Unfortunately, he is. Unfortunately, man, he is. It broke my heart at UFC 317 when I saw my goats. I saw the greatest fighter that ever lived. Charlize Dupronx Oliveira on the floor, dead. Broke my heart. I'm still in pain. But yeah, man, I mean, Ilya Tapora is a monster, man. He's a monster. He's collecting all these UFC legends like Thanos was collecting the Infinity Stones. Remember, in the Avengers, you know, like how Thanos was collecting all those Infinity Stones. That's how Abtoro Ilya Tapora is collecting all these UFC legends. I mean, Alexander Volkanovski, uh, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira, and I heard Justin Gaethje's next. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Imagine that. KO's Alexander Volkanovski, KO's Max Holloway, and KO's Justin Gaethje. And if everything goes, the next fight is him versus Islam Makhachev. KO's Islam Makhachev. Bro, that's the greatest of all time. It's undebatable. I mean, I don't want to say it's true. It is. I mean, again, bro, he did beat my goats. I'll never forgive Ilya Tapora for KOing Charles Oliveira, but he did. Big ups to him. But that was crazy, bro. I mean, that was crazy. I mean, Ilya Tapora is a monster, bro. He's a monster. But the toughest fights he's definitely gonna get is what's his name? Islam Makhachev. Snag saying he's gonna flatline Gaethje. Definitely, bro. I mean, that's an easy win. He definitely flatlines Gaethje. There's nothing Gaethje can present to Ilya Taporia other than his wrestling, and Gaethje does not wrestle at all, so he's gonna get flatlined. I don't see anyone beating Ilya Taporia. I'm gonna have to disagree on that one. Or if you don't see anyone beating Ilya Taporia, I understand. But for me, man, I mean, people are talking about Ilya Taporia versus Islam Makhachev, and to be honest, man, I mean, I understand that Ilya Taporia is beating all these UFC legends, but brother, who tests this guy's wrestling? Brother, who tests this guy's wrestling? Who tests him? Who tests him is jujitsu? Brother, tell me, brother, tell me. Who tests him? Who tests him? Who tests him, brother? Because I can tell you one thing, bro. There's no way that Islam Makhachev is standing with Ilya Taporia. There's no way. There's no way. It's not gonna happen. And if it goes to the ground, I don't listen, bro. If it goes to the ground, and it will go to the ground if the fight does happen, you cannot tell me that on the ground, Ilya Taporia is on the same level as Islam Makhachev. You can't tell me, bro. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me. I mean, sorry, chats. I just had to fix something. You can't tell me, bro, that Islam Makhachev and Ilya Taporia on the ground are on the same level. If anything, and I know some people are gonna disagree with me. I think if the fight happens and it goes to the ground, what we're gonna see is the shades of Ilya. No. I think what we might see is the same thing that happened to Dracus Duplessis against Khamzat Chimaev. I said it, bro. Islam Makhachev dominates Ilya Abturo. Hey, tell me if you want to. Tell me if you want to argue, Chats. Chats, if you want to argue, I'm here. I can argue with you guys. I've got the receipts. Islam Makhachev dominates Ilya Toptoro on the ground. I can tell you that right now. Right now. You've got the Punisher. First of all, before I debate the Punisher, shout out to the Punisher. He's always on my chat. So shout out to the Punisher, man. And the Punisher saying that Ilya is literally a black belt Brother, tell me, who give him? Who give him black belts? Who give this guy black belts? Who give him, brother? Who give him? Who? You tell me who? Who give him? Who give him? And listen, I hate that I have to say this. I'm only saying this, guys, because I'm trying to prove a point. I'm only saying this because I'm trying to prove a point. So the Punisher in the chat is saying Ilya is literally a black belt. I don't want to say this, guys. Charles Oliveira is my GOAT. To this day, I've never rewatched Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. I watched the fight live. It broke my heart. I never watched it again. I said I would never speak on that fight because Charles Oliveira is my GOAT. He's the greatest of all time, ever. I don't want to speak bad about Charles Oliveira, but I'm making a point. The Punisher saying that Ilya is literally a black belt. Oliveira, bruh, is the best submission artist of all time. Of all time. Ever. Ilya Topuria does not have an elite submission in the UFC. He has not submitted an elite fighter in the UFC. Charles Oliveira has submissions over everyone. And if Islam Makhachev was able to submit him on the ground, what's Ilya Toptoro's gonna do? What's he gonna do, bro? What's he gonna do? I'm not saying he doesn't win the fight. He can win the fight on the feet. But if he doesn't get lucky on the feet, what's he gonna do when the fight goes to the ground? What's he gonna do? Let me read the chat. Peretta saying I sound just like Islam. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Makachev, best fighter in, but pound for pound. Who gives Topuria number one fighter in the world? Who gives Topuria pound for pound number one? Who? Who? Why? Who he beats? Who he beats? Who he beats? Volkanovski. I beat Volkanovski two times. One time in his home, second time KO clean, two times, and he puts him number one guy above me. Why above me? Why he above me? I beat who he beats two times. Max Holloway. The Punisher in the chat saying Ilya will not get dominated by Islam. The thing is, Ilya is a submission artist, bro. Ilya has more submission wins than KO wins in his career. You're right. I mean, I know that in Cage Warriors he's got like submission wins over everyone, and it's okay, bro. I hear you. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna talk about the jujitsu of Ilya Topuria, if you're going to talk about the jiu-jitsu of Ilya Topuria against Islam Makhachev, Islam Makhachev has been in the cage against the best submission guy ever in UFC history. And he beats him on the ground by submission. It breaks my heart. Charles Oliveira is my GOAT. I don't like speaking bad about Charles Oliveira, but it happened. Yeah, man. I mean, what's Ilya Topuria going to do on the ground? What's he gonna do on the ground? He's gonna get dominated, bro. I'm telling you. What's he gonna do? Go and train with Marab Delishvili? I mean, he can train with Marab, but he can't have Marab's cardio. And plus, he can't try and take down Islam Makhachev. Maybe he can, but it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? All these guys from Dagestan, their wrestling is above everyone's in the world. Anderson Silva used to be my GOAT. Who's your GOAT now? The Punisher saying Ilya proved his good defense in BJJ. He escaped Charles ankle lock. I'm also a Charles fan, but Ilya might be better in jiu-jitsu compared to Charles. I had to say, no way! Bro, there's no way you just dissed the submission GOAT. There's no way you just said the guy with the number one submissions in the UFC is second to Ilya Topuria. What? There's no chance. I can't believe this guy. I can't believe this guy. I can't believe, bro. Ilya Taporia is better than Oliveira on the ground. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Maybe I didn't read that comment right. Ilya Taporia is better than Charles Oliveira on the ground. There's no way, bro. There's no way you just said this. There is no way you just said that, bro. No way. No way. There's no on the ground, bro. There's no way, dog. No way. No way. Listen, guys. Listen, guys. I'm gonna say this. The Punisher is definitely trying to rage bait me. Or he's trolling. He's gotta be trolling. Or he's trying to rage bait me. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna pretend like I didn't read that comment and we're gonna skip that one. We're definitely gonna skip that one. So everyone in the chat, that did not just happen. Someone in the chat saying that Elliot Toporia is better than the GOAT, the Bronx on the ground. I can't believe I just read that. I cannot believe I just read that, bro. I mean, I can't believe I read that. Someone said Ilya. The Punisher said Ilya Zabora is better than Charles Du Bronx, Oliveira, the GOAT, the submission GOAT. He's better than Charles on the ground. I can't believe that, dog. I cannot believe I just read that, bro. That's crazy. Um, Punisher, listen, Punisher's definitely trying to. Punisher's definitely trolling now. He's saying that first time was robbery. He's saying that okay, listen, I'm seeing an Olivero comments here. I haven't read the comment first, but I just know that he's definitely trolling. So now he's saying if Olivera was better, he could have locked the ankle lock. What? I can't believe this guy, bro. I can't believe this guy. I can't believe this guy, bro. I mean, bro, 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 why you dissing the GOAT, bro? There's no need to attack Charles Oliveira, bro. Why you attacking my GOAT? Why are you attacking my GOAT, bro? Why? I mean, like for real, bro. I mean, why are we dissing the GOAT? Why are we dissing the best fighter in UFC history, Charles Du Bronx Oliveira, bro? Why? Why? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, the Punisher is for some reason beefing with Charles Oliveira. That's insane. The Punisher's beefing with Charles Oliveira, bro. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Um, Islam versus Volk one was robbery. What? Come on, dog. Now I know you're trolling. Now I know you're trolling. I remember watching the fight live. I rewatched the fight again. Rounds 3, 2, and 4. 3, 2, 4. Clearly Makachev. 1 and 5. Volk. How was that a robbery, bro? Go and watch the fights again. Go and watch the fights. I think it's on the UFC's channel for free. If you've got Wi-Fi or data, go and check it out. Rounds 2, 3, 4. Makachev. 1 and 5. Volk. And besides, you got KO'd in the second fight, so why does it matter, bro? You got KO'd flats. You got KO'd in the second fight, flats. Um, he's attacking your GOAT because he's the Punisher. His job is to punish. That's crazy, bro. I mean, listen, I understand, but come on, bro. I mean, beefing with Charles Oliveira, dissing Charles Oliveira is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's like, bro, dissing Charles Oliveira is like slapping a baby. That's crazy, bro. That's like that's like I don't know, bro. I mean, that's like that's insane, dog. I mean, dissing the goats is crazy. Um man, I love Charles. The Punisher saying I love Charles. I even have a T-shirt of him, but I had to say it. I mean, that was crazy, bro. I mean, dissing Charles is insane work, but yeah, man. I still don't think, but no, but like seriously though, like on the ground, um, I don't think that anyone can ever, just on a resume alone, I don't think that anyone can ever compare to Charles Oliveira in the UFC at all, um, ever on the ground. I mean, so yeah, I know that Ilya does have a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but then again, man, I mean, he's never used that jiu-jitsu on an elite UFC fighter. I think the last person he submitted was like in his UFC debut, or one of his three fights. I think the only submission he has in the UFC is one submission, and it was in one of his first three fights. I think it is. But until Ilya gets a submission over any elite fighter, I mean now he's fighting elite guys. He's the champion. If he gets a submission over any one of those guys, submit Gaethje, I can say that I understand why you have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Submit Arman Sarukian. I can say I understand why you have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I can say that. You know what I mean? Submit Charles Oliveira. I can understand why you have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Submit, you know what I mean? All these other elite guys. That's what I want to see. So until he sees that, bro, like I don't see him doing well on the ground against Oliveira. And I still think that not against Makachev. I still think he get dominated. I think you guys are hyping this fight up, and you are gonna be disappointed. I think, bruh. I mean, I love DDP, and I was hoping he was gonna win, but in my heart, deep down, I knew that the level of wrestling was gonna be way completely different, and I did think that Khamzat might get the job done on the ground, and I think this is the case too as well. I mean, I like both Islam Makhachev and Ilya Porter. I think that's the biggest fights in UFC history, or the biggest fights in today's UFC, like the biggest fights in modern UFC history. I mean, no fight is gonna beat the Conor McGregor versus Khabib vibes. But yeah, man, yeah, that was crazy, bro. I mean, trolling Charles Oliveira is insane, but yeah, Makachev versus Tuporia, man, I think Tuporia dominates. Punisher saying hard take. Charles will get flatlined by Fazib. Ah! Oh shit! There's no way, bro. Just said, "There's, bro, yo. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do." And we're just gonna pretend like that didn't I didn't read that. That never happened. We did not read that comments. We're gonna bypass that. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. Trolling Oliveira over Taporia, I understand. Saying he's gonna lose to Faziev. Well, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy, dog. That is crazy. But nah, man. I think I've done a live stream for that. I think I did a card review for UFC Rio. I think I've done that, and so you guys go make sure you check it out, man. I mean, for that one, definitely, I'm never betting against against Charles Oliveira, but yeah, I mean, it is the UFC anyway, so everyone's got a chance. Cause again, You never know how these guys are going in training camp. Are they hurt? Are they okay? We never know. We never know. So anything could happen. But definitely betting with the goats, the Bronx. And I read a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact for you guys. Everyone that got KO'd by Ilya Topuria uh, won their next fight. Yeah, chat. I'm only saying this for the Punisher. Everyone that got KO'd by Ilya Topuria won their next fight. The last time Volkanovski was KO'd, he came back, got the belt against Diego Lopez. Max Holloway got flatlined at UFC 308, came back, had a banger against Dustin Poirier, got the job done. Charles Dupranx Oliveira, I don't know how he AI is crazy. There's videos of Ilya Taporia KOing Charles. I think they're AI. But there's a video out there. That's crazy. I don't know how they're making those videos. But yeah, man, my goats is coming back and he's coming to get the job done in front of his people against Vaziv. Definitely, bro. I mean, the one thing that I heard was also gonna happen is I heard that I heard that Charles might also retire in front of his people. I mean, he's like what, like 36 now. It's like 36. So that was kind of crazy to hear. I heard that he might retire, but if he does, what a career, man. I mean, 36 years old. You've got all the money you've worked for, so that's a great career, man. Freyo saying, do you practice also or just what? Yeah, I do practice. I do practice, man. Boxing. Actually, the funny thing is, again, guys, I am South African from Durban. There's a gym here called Domination Gym. It's in Durban. A couple years back, like back in like 2015, I think it was. Drake actually used to train at that gym. That's insane. I've known that gym for a very long time, but it's like it's quite expensive. The facility there, it's like it's top quality, and you get the training you want to get done. There's like a big picture of Dracus Duplessis and the coach there, and other other fighters from Africa that you guys are also gonna hear about. I mean, guys like there's a lot of fighters, man, that are from my country that are actually big here, but you guys don't actually know them now. So yeah, I actually train at a gym that Dracus Duplessis used to train at. So boxing, bruh. Boxing. I like kickboxing as well, but I like boxing most. I like boxing most. I wanna learn the fundamentals of boxing, and then I'll transition on to the other ones. I do a couple of jiu-jitsu here and there, but I don't really like training jiu-jitsu. It's kind of weird, like two guys just rolling around. I mean, it's a beautiful art, but training it is kind of insane. Um, so yeah, man, I do practice and I do watch. Also practice walking through Leon Edwards. That's what's gonna happen. Practice. Yeah, man, Leon Edwards is dying at UFC 322. He's dead already. I don't know why he signed that contract. I do not know why Leon Edwards signed that contract. But again, chats, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Leon Edwards. Shout out to Leon Edwards. Listen, Leon Edwards, I'm not a fan of his, but whenever he gets a name, whenever the UFC gives him a name, he signs the contract. I mean, the guy signed a contract to fight Sean Brady on short notice. Why would you fight the best jiu-jitsu guy in your division, bro? I mean, on short notice, that's insane. But man, shout out to Leon Edwards, but man, Protest smoking that boy out. Protest in the top five after UFC 322. Cannot wait. Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Protest. I'm a big fan of Protest. After I remember watching him. I remember watching him knock out the Leech. I remember watching him knock out the Leech, and I was like, this guy is insane, bro. I was like, this guy is insane, bruh. When he knocked out the Leech and then went out to go and knock out Neil Magny, and then obviously almost knocked out Ian Gary in that last round, and then came back, flatlines flatlines Jeff Neal, bruh. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Um, Freo. Freyo, listen, I thought we were vibing, bro. Listen, Freyo, I know you just joined the chat, but listen, guy, I'm a big Charlize Dubronx Oliveira fan, so unfortunately we do not diss Charles Oliveira on this live stream. That's not allowed. That is not allowed. Please, no Charlize Dubronx disses. We're not dissing. We're not trolling. We're not trolling the goats at all, bro. We're not trolling the goats, Charles Oliveira, but for some reason, Freyo thinks that Fazivi's gonna beat Charles Dubronx Oliveira. He says that Oliveira retires and he cries. Look at this guy, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's with this Charles. I don't know why you guys are dissing Charles, but I mean, what did Charles do to you guys? What did the Bronx do to you guys, bros? I mean, do you guys not remember 2021? Do you not remember the title run that Charles gave you? Bro, why are we chasing Charles Oliveira, bro? Why are we trolling Charles, bro? Where were you guys when Charles knocked down Justin Gaethje and submitted him in one round, bro? I mean, when he knocked out Michael Chandler for you guys, he did it for you guys. You guys were saying that Chandler should go back to Bellator. We don't want him here, so he knocked him out for you, for you, for you. He sacrificed himself to Islam Makachev for you, for you, for you. He gave you, he gave you, he gave you the main event for UFC 317 for you, for you. Why are we dissing Charles, bro? My man Freyo saying he's gonna get beaten. He cries and he retires. Why? Why are we dissing Charles, bro? Why are we dissing Charles? Why are we dissing Charles, bro? Punisher saying training BJJ is gay, but I still do it. That's insane. I mean, that's insane. And then Freyo saying it's only gay if we make it Punisher. Punisher saying facts. Problem is when they don't shower. That's true. That's true, man. That is true, bro. I mean, this one time I was training with this guy, right? And this guy, he's mostly like a weightlifter. So he does steroids, and he's like my age. He's like 22, 23, like my age. So he does steroids and he does jujitsu competitions from time to time. Because in jujitsu, like they don't test you for steroids. You know what I mean? They don't test you for steroids. So he does steroids and this guy was sweaty, bro. This guy was sweaty, and he had me in this like choke in between his like thighs, bro. And it was so uncomfortable, bro. I was like, I don't even know how to exit that submission attempt. I mean, that was crazy. And the guy was just laughing at me the entire time because he knew I wasn't gonna go anywhere unless he decides to release me. You know what I mean? He's got my neck. You know what I mean? And I can't grab anything. I can't grab his head. I can't grab his legs. I don't nothing. So yeah, man. I mean, these guys they gotta shower, man. Punisher saying even I think I'm not even reading you guys dissing Charles anymore. I'm not reading that. Uh, Supervision in the chat. Punisher finally giving Charles Oliveira the respect he deserves with the comments, Charles do Bronx, Charlize do Bronx, L do Brazil, Charlize. Yeah, man. Shout out to Charles, bro. But no, not even being biased anymore, guys. But Charles is defeating. Unfortunately for you guys, Charles is submitting for Zeev at UFC Rio. He comes back. He beats Max Holloway for the BMF belt. And then he comes back again and he KOs Ilya Abtoro. And then he moves up and he faces Islam Makhachev for the welterweight belt. KOs Islam Makhachev, retires, goes on to live a happy life, and you guys can continue trolling him. That is a fact that will happen. And you know I'm right. You know I'm right, bro. You know I'm right. Yeah, Punisher. Yeah, Punisher. Yeah, Punisher. Charles for the BMF. I'm saying it right now. It's happening. It's happening. Charles Oliveira, the 2021 Charles Oliveira run is happening again. Oliveira 2.0. He goes out there in Rio, submits for Zeev, goes out there, calls out Max Holloway, UFC, whatever, in March, KOs Max Holloway, second guy to KO Max Holloway, goes up a division, challenges Islam Makhachev for the belt. Actually, no, I don't even think Islam is beating JDM. I'm going to say that to you guys. I don't think that Islam Makhachev is beating Jack Della Maddalena, but if it does happen, then Charles, after he KOs Max Holloway, goes up a division, gets his get back, KOs Islam Makhachev, retires, goes on to live a happy life, and you can continue trolling him. That's a fact. That is a fact of life. That is a fact of life. Plus, I haven't even finished the UFC 321 main card, bro. I mean, we're still doing the UFC 321 live stream, guys. For those of you that just joined the chat, please no Charles Oliveira slander allowed in the chats at all. And we are doing the UFC 321 main card review. I did the prelims for UFC 321, and it's a big one. It's a big fight night in Abu Dhabi, October 25th. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn, John DeRoba, Mackenzie Dunn. That is insane. Mackenzie Dunn is fighting for a belt in 2025. But I mean, luckily, Zhang Weili is moving up. I'm excited for Zhang Weili versus what's the name, Shevchenko. Freyo, Chaos Makachev, good one. He still has he still has nightmares about what happened last time. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, Freyo, that is a fact of life. Charles is about to go on the best run ever in UFC history ever because he is the greatest of all time ever. So like it, hate it, it's gonna happen. It's happening. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. Charles is about to KO Ilya Topuria and Makachev back to back. You guys are saying that Ilya Topuria is on his way to being the greatest of all time. Charles is about to go on a run that you've never seen before. He's about to KO Max Holloway, Ilya Topuria, and Makachev back to back to back. I'm saying it, bro. I'm saying it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Punisher saying this guy's on coke. Man said Charles for the BMF that kills. It's happening. I'm saying it's happening, bro. I mean, it is. It is. It's a fact of life. It is a fact of life. It is happening. It's gonna happen. You can hate it all you want, but I'm just telling you the facts. I mean, I don't know why you guys are trolling me for telling you the facts. It's happening. We're submitting Fazeev in October. We're calling out Max Holloway. Next year, whenever Max Holloway gets his hand fixed, we're knocking out Max Holloway. And then Abtoro, we're coming to kill Abtoro. Abtoro, we're killing him. We're KOing him. He's getting KO'd. And then Makachev's dead. Fayo, I believe Makachev will not lose till he retires. Okay, guys. I'm being like dead serious right now. I'm being dead serious, and I want to debate this with you guys. I want to debate this with you guys. Um, I really don't think that Makachev beats Jack Della Maddalena in November. Like for real, guys. Um, yeah. Maddalena, that performance he had against Bilal. I'm not saying that Islam Makachev. I'm not saying that we should compare the wrestling of Makachev to Bilal Muhammad. I would never say that. I would never disrespect Makachev like that. But yeah, man. That defense on from Madalena. I mean, I'm kind of scared for Islam. I'm kind of scared for Islam. One, Jack de la Madalena ruins our plans. We were supposed to get Islam Makachev versus Ilya Topuria this year, and then he said, "Nope, I'm getting the belts. I'm defeating what's his name, Muhammad. I'm defeating Bilal Muhammad." And then now, people are saying that Ilya Topuria versus Islam Makachev is the biggest fight in history. It's gonna happen. Jack Della Maddalena saying, "Sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to knee Islam Makachev on the chin, knock him out. And if Topuria wants to come up and he wants to fight a real fight, if he wants a real fight, he can come up. But yeah, man, but not seriously though, guys. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I don't see how Makachev gets beats JDM. But yeah, chat. Ha, Punisher saying JDM. I'd pick. Yeah, JDM by broken arm. That was insane, bro. The guy literally KO'd Gilbert Burns with one arm. That is insane, bro. That is insane. Gilbert Burns went from having the toughest fight, from giving Hamza Chimaev his toughest fights, and then got KO'd by a guy with one arm. Absolutely insane, bro. That was insane. Listen, chat. Again, guys, do make sure you do subscribe. I'm trying to read a few comments. I haven't even gone over the main card for UFC 321 yet. So I'm gonna go over the card quickly so I can read some of the chats. Rakitic versus some of these names are hard to pronounce. Azamat Mazakhanov. That's a fight in the light heavyweight division. Alexander Rakic. Good to see him back. Last time he was in there, he lost against Jiri Prohaska, I believe. So it's good to see him back. Got Alexander Volkov is back fighting Jolton Almeida. Definitely the winner of that one gets the winner of Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall. We've got Umar Magomedov. He's back. He's fighting Mario Batista. So that's a nice one. My prediction for Fight of the Night. And then, if you care, Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dunn is going down for the vacant belt, strawweight belt. Zhang Wei Li is going up to fight Shevchenko. Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dunn. I don't know how Mackenzie Dunn is fighting for the belt in 2025, but it's happening. And it's happening at UFC 325, 321. And then obviously Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. That is the main event. That is the main card. So for the first card on the main card, excuse me, Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Mozakhanov. Definitely Rakic. I think this is a good fight to get him back on the win column. He's been fighting back-to-back Formula champions, so I think giving him a low caliber fighter. he definitely gets the win in that one. I believe he gets that one done by a unanimous decision. Volkov versus Charlton Almeida. Definitely picking Volkov on that one. There is no way. There is no way Volkov is losing to Charlton Almeida. I think Charlton Almeida is gonna go for. He's gonna shoot for a takedown. He runs into an uppercut. He gets pushed against the cage, elbows on the ground. Volkov finally gets the title shots. That's what I hope. That's what I want. I want the Volkov versus Tom Aspinall rematch. I believe that Volkov beats Cyril Gahn the last time he was in there and he got robbed. He's supposed to be fighting Tom Aspinall on that card. But yeah, I mean, I do think he beats Johnson Almeida by, I'm going to go around 2 TKO. And Volkov finally gets the title shots. And then my prediction for Fight of the Night, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. And this is insane. You know, Mario Batista and Fight of the Night in the same sentence is insane. But I think these two guys, man, can actually have a fun fight. I mean, on the ground, I think the grappling might be. I think we might see some slick grappling advances similar to Aljamain Sterling versus Masva Imavov, or we might see Umar Nurmagomedov just dominates on the feet. But either way, man, I think Umar, if he's finally got the job done, he's fixed his arm and he's ready to go. I think he wins that fight, man. I think he wins that fight. And I think the fight is gonna go 3 rounds, and I've got Umar Nurmagomedov winning that fight. The co-main event, Jandy Roba versus Mackenzie Dern. I do not care at all. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna have to go with Jandy Roba. I think the grappling of Jandy Roba is levels above Mackenzie Dern. And Mackenzie Dern is kind of confusing, man. I mean, she went from having one of the best women's fights in history against Angela Hill, and then for some reason in her last fights, she looks like she doesn't even know how to box. So yeah, Jandy Roba on that one. The big one, the big boys. The first heavyweight fights, heavyweight championship fights since John Jones decided to run away and duck Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn. Yeah, man, Tom Aspinall is getting the job done for sure. Tom Aspinall, first round, flat KO. He KOs Cyril Gahn for sure. Definitely. So, yeah, man, that is my pick. And I had to go through the picks quickly because I do want to read some of your comments. I mean, let's see what the chat is saying. We've got Freyo saying, I believe. No, Freyo saying, even Pereira is finished. The Brazilian champ's era is over. The Muslim Russians are here to take over. No, 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 no. We don't want that, bro. We don't want those Khamzats laying on top of people for 25 minutes. We do not want that. Jack Della Maddalena is not losing to Islam Makhachev. He's not losing, bro. He's not losing. And I'm gonna say this, bro. I mean, I don't really think that the champ, the Brazilian. I don't think the Brazilian champ era is ever gonna be over. I just think it's gonna come a time where it's just time for the new breed to come in. I mean, look at the champs now. I don't really think that the Muslim Russians are here to take over, man. The guys like Craig Jones, Alexander Volkanovski, Jack Della Maddalena against Bilal Muhammad, they're showing how you should prepare to fight against these Dagestani guys. It's not really hard. It's just um, refusing to engage on the ground, backing up against the fence when they shoot. It doesn't really take much. It just takes proper knowledge. But I don't really think they're here to take over. I definitely think that the next person in fight Khamzat is definitely beating him. So besides Khamzat, there's not really a Russian Muslim champ. Magomed Ankalaev is losing the belt. He's losing the belt. UFC 320 for sure. He's losing the belt. Shama. Yeah, we're getting the belt back, Shama. Getting the belt back. I mean, it's kind of hard though to believe that. I think I might be lying to myself because that man Alex Pereira doesn't look like the person he was. Whenever I see him on Instagram, he's always somewhere shooting a movie. So I don't really know, man. But yeah, I don't really think the Russians are here to take over, bro. A lot of comments, a lot of religious comments from Supervision One. So I'm not gonna read that. Sorry. I'm not reading that. Yo, chat. Are you still there, chat? Um, Definitely thought you guys were gonna go crazy on the comments when I said that Makachev is losing. But yeah, man. I mean, Makachev is losing. He is losing. Um, he is losing, man. Um, let's speak about it, man. Let's talk about it. We did the UFC 321 live stream, guys. It's been a fun one. I actually did it earlier, so we had to do a part two. So yeah, chat. Let's talk about UFC 322. I wanna talk about UFC 322. I haven't gotten the time to talk about UFC 322. Only three fights have been announced, and those three fights are insane. Insane. Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates, Zhang Weili, Valentina Shevchenko, Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev. And if you kind of think about it, guys, I mean, this might be the greatest card if the UFC does it properly. I mean, these three headliner card fights, I think these are the top three. When you look at the top three fights that have been at the MSG, this definitely is at the top. It's definitely at the top. I mean, maybe UFC 217, where, Bisping, GSP, um, Garbrandt and Dillashaw, and then Rose and Jędrzejczyk. But I don't know, man. Like this card, like these last three fights on that card, Edwards, Prates, Zhang Weili, Shevchenko, Makachev, JDM. That's insane. And I wanna say that I know I was speaking bad about the Jandy Roba versus Mackenzie Dunn fight, saying that I don't watch women's MMA. I don't really watch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really watch women's MMA, but listen, man. I mean that fight, Zhang Weili versus Valentina Shevchenko. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's because I know the fight is gonna deliver. I know it's gonna deliver. And if the fight does end up being boring, it's only gonna be because Shevchenko decides that she doesn't want to stand on the feet with Zhang Weili. But man, every time Zhang Weili fights, it's always a fun fight. She always somehow manages to make it a fun fight. So I cannot wait for that one. Obviously, JDM versus Makachev, one of the biggest fights of this year. Excited about that one. And then, yeah, man, Prates, Edwards. Wow, what a fight. Prates and Edwards, what a fight. Cannot wait, boys. Cannot wait. And again, chat, do make sure you do subscribe. We were breaking down the UFC 321 live stream. We did the main card. We did the prelims. I'm gonna go over the main card one more time. First fights on the main card. We've got Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Mazakhanov. That's a fight in the light heavyweight division. Had Rakic winning that one. Volkov versus Johnson Almeida. I've got Volkov winning that fight. Gianni Roba versus Mackenzie Dern. I've got Gianni Roba winning that fight. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Khan. I've got Tommy Aspinall winning that fight. Chat. Do make sure you do subscribe to Zar-Kombat or getting my subscribers up. This was such an amazing stream, guys. I mean, it always seems like every time I do this live stream, every time I'm on live, my last stream or the next stream is always the stream I do is it does always end up being better than the last one. There's not any comments coming in, so I don't know where you guys are watching from. So maybe you're tired, maybe it's late. For you guys, I mean, for us, it's like 2 p.m. right now. In SA, in South Africa, I mean, like it's literally daytime right now. So it's 2 p.m. So I'm not really tired at all, but I am gonna be back for UFC Paris in a couple hours. We're gonna be going live. Hopefully you guys are gonna be on the chats as well. We're doing the live stream. It's a big one. Imavov, Kalio Pahalio. It's going down today. So do make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification button so you can see when I'm actually live. But yeah, man, W stream. I'm gonna shout out a couple guys that made the stream very, very exciting for me. Shout out to Mikey Anderson. Mikey Anderson, with the motivation. Black Freezer BJ. Shout out to him. Shout out to Snazzy Paradise. Um, Shout out to the Punisher, man. The Punisher is always on the chat. Shout out to the Punisher. Shout out to Fryo. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Shout out to all of you guys who just joined the chat, man. I mean, W stream, guys. It's been fun. There's no one live right now, so I'm just going over a few comments that I may have missed. But yeah, I think we got them all. It's been a fun one. Definitely a fun one, man. One of the best streams I've ever done. So I was happy. Shout out to the chat being live. Um, I'm just going over a couple comments that were on the chat. Some of the comments that were on the chat were absolutely insane. I mean, for some reason, Charles Oliveira was getting dissed. I don't understand how Charles can get this, bro. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, um, yeah, chat. It's been a fun stream, guys. Uh, let's see. Seems like we've read all the comments. So chat. Um, it's been Zar-Kombat. It's been fun. UFC 321 live stream. One of the best streams I've ever done. It was a fun stream. I don't know why Charles Oliveira was getting dissed so much, but it was fun though. One of the best streams I've ever had. We're gonna be live later today for UFC Paris. Nazadini Marvel versus Cardio Pohali. So make sure you do subscribe and you hit the notification button so you can see when I'm live. But again, chat, W stream. We did the breakdown for UFC 321. I cannot wait for October 25th. Thomas Vinal still gone. Um, we'll do it again later today, man, for UFC Paris. So do make sure you do stick around. UFC Paris is on later today. I will be live. See you later. See you later today, chat. Shout out W stream, guys. Thank you.